Hey everybody, Matthew Johnson here at Park Expose Day 1 100 Acre Wood Rally. I grabbed a couple of really competitive drivers to sit here with myself and discuss who's going to win this sucker. So we're going to basically just sit here, compare the different opinions we all have, because we're all drivers, we all have pretty strong opinions. We're going to compare our opinions, see what we think about who's going to come out of this thing with the win. The people I brought today, we've got Lauchline O'Sullivan. Lauchline O'Sullivan was a factory Mitsubishi driver in 2003. He was also a teammate with David Higgins at the time, so he's got special knowledge about David and his talents. Perfect subject to discuss this. We got Andrew Comrie-Picard here in the Scion this weekend. Andrew is driven at the top level of rallies in Canada and the U.S. and at the top level in like open class for the overall win for a lot of years. 10 years. So he's obviously specially qualified to discuss this. And then we've got Travis Hanson, super production champion last year, still here in a super production car. He spent the last 2 seasons learning about David and Antoine and seeing them battle each other. So I think we've got a well-qualified panel here. We're just going to sit here and discuss what we think, and we'd like to let you guys in on the details that we as competitors really think are important for figuring out who's going to win this thing. So, obviously, guys, who thinks Ken's going to win? I don't know, exactly. See, this is why it's such a good discussion.
I honestly don't know. He's got the car. I mean, like, if he drives that thing smart, I can't see how that car wouldn't win.
I don't know if it's set up for him yet, though, is my issue. I just don't know.
Because it's the first stage rally in that car.
Right.
Yeah, but he's got 5 straight wins here before this. I mean, a couple
But is
years
that good?
ago.
Like
it could be good because he's coming in with confidence, you know.
I think the WRC stuff has really helped him out, too. And
Yeah.
And with his notes, he has a bunch of confidence, like you said.
I think WRC's definitely helped him set up a car better. He's learned a lot more about how a car can work for his driving style. I'll bet you he's driving a lot more with his brain and a little less with his heart. You know, as you progress. No, I'm just saying.
Have you seen the videos from WRC?
I'm just saying. So
Ken's driving with his foot.
I know, but yeah. So Ken's, but we could say Ken's bravery really paid off for him, and he knows at times he got a little lucky at this event. I think he's a lot smarter driver instead of more daring. Maybe the levels have changed a little bit.
He has to be.
This is a good rally for daring, though. I mean, there's big margins on the side of the road compared to, say, Oregon, where if you make a little mistake, you're off, or Snowdrift, where you can't make any mistakes. Here, not that you want to make a mistake, but there's a lot of the time, there's a little bit of a margin, but it rewards you for going bat out of hell fast. So
he's got the car to be able to do that. He can use every bit of the road here.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere where we're thinking about, we can't really cut in there, he's got the WRC suspension that can just eat that up. I mean, he can make those big cuts that he's always kind of famous for, but now it won't cost him as much.
Now, knowing Ken's got that suspension, you've got Subaru with a new platform for last year that they've got 2 seasons developing. It's not like they were going backwards.
That's where I'm going. That's why the reason I had for David.
Okay.
And I'm on the fence almost for David, too, because I think in terms of raw driving talent, like, I don't think we've even really tested David yet.
That's where I was going to go with it. I was his teammate, and I know there's an extra percentage that he doesn't quite use as much in the United States as he has to use over in Britain with the production stuff. He rolls over there. He goes as fast as he can over there. Here he's very, very fast, but he has a little reserve, and I think he's going to have to use it here.
Do you think David has, now given David has the most experience of any driver here, but on very fast rallies, do you think his experience might be more equal with maybe Antoine's? Because David's used to, international rallies are often a lot tighter. The U.S. Rally Championship is known for these super fast stages. So do you think David has experience going this fast for this long that will make him a superior driver this weekend, or what?
Well, he did win last year here.
He did?
No,
Antoine did.
Oh, you're right.
It was really
You're right. Antoine beat David by like 2 seconds or second and a half.
Yeah, it was very. You're right. Yeah, I stand corrected.
That was a knockdown drag out. Going for it.
That's true. I think though that David, don't be worried about his ability at speed. I mean, the guy is as cool as a cucumber. And one thing, having done a TV show with him, we did a thing on speed and sort of tested some things he'd never done before. When the chips are down, when the pressure's on, he gets inwardly, he gets like really wound up, but he's still like cool on the outside. He drives cool. So he has a great combination of being, you know this better than anybody, super motivated, super smart, but also like really able to channel that and make it work.
And well, now that you bring that kind of philosophy and that mindset, Antoine Lestage,
Well,
It's right there.
A cool
It's right
looking, focused guy.
Oh yeah, and I think actually in a way both the Canadians are dark horses at the front. Leo Ehrlich is getting faster and faster, and he's also a wide open to the wall guy, and I think if he gets his teeth into this one, I'll tell you, the shop that preps that car for him are good.
Jam guys.
Can jam, and that car is fast. So I mean, I haven't. You've gone for Ken. Right, you vote Ken. You vote Higgins.
All right, he's voting Ken.
I don't have a vote yet. It's not like a tiebreaker or anything. But I don't even know what to think. It's like I think Higgins or Ken are very, very safe bets. I can see that being.
And I think Antoine is right there.
Antoine, I think, will be right there.
Antoine also. So Buffon got experience building an Evo 10 last year, or for the couple years up to last year, and then used that experience to build a new Evo 10 platform this year.
Tubular
He didn't
rear
build
cross
one to
member.
go slower. Right,
Yep.
and then David Higgins. Subaru's been developing their second year on a new platform. So I would say the little problems with a new car are worked out for both of those guys.
Yeah, the development in the Subaru team and even across Antoine's team has come a long way in the last year. As soon as we left this event last year, after Antoine beat Higgins, Subaru came back with a new car, and that thing is way fast.
They upped their game, right? So we've got a couple of, we could say, our dark horses, right? Leo, not a dark horse, but a crazy, passionate Russian that was not scared to hold the hammer down. And this is an event that rewards holding the hammer down.
Absolutely.
So Leo could be a podium contender for sure.
Yep.
Then Holek, the unknown. I apologize for Polish folks. I don't know how to say Holek's name yet. I'm going to use the abbreviated version. But an unknown, but he might have experience that matches David's, actually. He's been a Polish
Above and
champion.
beyond, yeah, maybe.
He's competed at Dakar. He's won points at the WRC level.
The only question there is the car.
The car.
And them two being together, the car and him and his navigator in this.
And
car.
unfamiliar notes and unfamiliar country, unfamiliar events. I think he stands the potential to be really fast, maybe get faster through the event. I don't see him as a threat to Ken and David out of the block, or out of the gate, but maybe through the event.
So we could.
And Antoine.
And it's, so you're
Yeah,
right.
there's so many. That's why this is an interesting deal. There's a lot of players here.
They also hold their good motor yesterday. They
Really?
grenaded it.
So they're on the backup engine
overnight.
already.
They rebuilt
Oh,
something
okay.
out of a wrecky car, and
So you gotta
who
worry.
really knows what it's going to end up being?
Well, but you finished on the podium at
I
Snowdrift with
finished
the motor
with
that you
the
told me
motor
was going to blow before the event.
It should have blown. When we took that thing apart, it should not have survived.
You're saying a lot of thank yous there.
We've all done that, though. We've all blown a motor right before an event or whatever and pieced something together,
Yep.
right? And sometimes it works. You never
Okay.
know.
I
And
don't
sometimes
think-
that can set you off and you'd be like, I don't care, I'm all dirty and oily and it's all a mess and I'm just going to go like hell, and then you win the race. And what the heck's
I
happening?
think that's
There's a
what
lot
they're
of
going
payoff.
for. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that they're not. That guy came here, Holek came here to take a win, and so they put that motor together, and they're gonna let him go out there and try. So
So
who
I think
knows?
he could be a podium threat for some stage wins. It's probably unlikely for the whole event. Like you said, foreign notes, a new
No.
place, and that kind
Be
of stuff.
tough. Be
But
tough.
this is a guy that's a traveler, has done a lot of rallies. He's got the mental
Strong.
preparation. He's got to. While we're talking about other surprise contenders, we've got Joseph Burke. I mean, he's driving Seamus's old car with a
faster.
lot of modification. I mean, he could be
Every
really
rally
showing
getting-
us.
Every rally getting
It's getting
faster.
better and better, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a new gearbox too, so that's got to help him out.
Oh,
You've really
nice.
done your
Thanks.
research,
Oh,
haven't you?
yeah.
You're like-
I heard about this interview yesterday. I started thinking about it overnight. I couldn't sleep.
You've
Started
been-
asking questions. No.
You've been thinking because you guys are in SP cars, right?
Yeah.
So these guys are like your own competition too,
Right.
because the leading guys of you are going to be mixing it up with the fourth guy in Open, right?
Right.
So that's why you know all this, because you're
Mhm.
like, what's everybody else got? I'm in a two-wheel drive car. You guys,
Yeah,
can all
no.
go, right?
I'm going to assemble different panels. We'll talk about you guys when you're not around.
Who's going to win between you guys?
Before we go, we've got is it a horsepower race? Is it a balls race? Is
you
it
say
an
balls
is
on
it,
TV?
Yeah, I did. Is it a notes competition or is it a tire event? Because the three main contenders we've been discussing with David Higgins and Antoine Lestage and Ken Block are all on different makes of tires. We've got a Pirelli versus Yokohama versus BFG competition.
I got my answer to that question. Though.
Well, I know.
No, not the tires.
Oh, sure.
Even though BFG tires are the best of those all those tires, I think it's going to be a notes race.
Okay, notes. Got it.
You got to stay wide open through all the fives here. If you can stay wide open through a five and keep that momentum going, you win this race. That's where Ken's been able to do really well here. If you just breathe off of it, everyone has a second on you in the next straightaway.
Everyone who didn't.
Right,
Unless
right.
everybody else scared themselves.
Which is why I think big confidence in the notes is good. So I think both Ken and David, that's really why I have to go with it. Antoine and Natalie work great together with the notes. I just think that car-wise, the only reason I don't keep picking Antoine is that I think that the other two cars are our
You think Dave's
sledgehammers.
got him? Okay, fair enough. What do you think? Notes race, tires race, horsepower, balls?
I think it's a balls type of race. Yeah, I think that you're right. Whoever holds it through the fives. So whether it's confidence in notes or confidence in the car, whoever decides to keep their right foot to the floor a little bit longer than the next guy at the end of 100,000 corners is gonna.
That's 100,000
I
corners.
don't know how many there are, but
It feels like it sometimes.
And this rally, it really is. I feel like we're going through so many corners.
Yeah.
Lauchline.
I think we all agree on this one. It's a combination of all four, and it's just who holds it down.
But it's the
Yeah.
confidence in the
For sure.
sixes. So the notes go as high as a 6. A 6 is it's a pretty gentle corner. That's pretty easy to keep the hammer down here at 100 Acre Wood. It's when you get to the 4 pluses, the 5s, the 5 minus area, the person that tosses the car in there and stays really flat to the floor is going to up the risk factor, is also going to have the most to gain there for sure.
What car would you guys want to drive?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
the Ford.
Ford.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Ford. The
It's a
Ford.
stupid question. I just wanted to make sure. I mean, I think they all have their advantages. I mean, I think the Subaru's done a lot in developing a domestic solution for a really good rally car. They've really, Lance,
It's
Vermont
the
sports
paint
car.
job on the Ford, right?
It is nice. I like it better than the drips.
But I think
Yeah.
the Subaru's come so far, and Antoine Buffum is a great car preparer. But I mean, geez, you got all that experience of M Sport from Europe coming in that car, that engine,
Yeah.
the suspension. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yep.
I mean,
All right, so Ken, how about this? Is he a win or crash?
yes.
I think we might all agree. No, he's not.
No.
I
yeah.
as a
It depends on who pushes him.
who's pushing him?
Right. If he gets pushed to the limit, he'll go for it.
I think Ken is of all of the ones we're discussing, Ken is our most likely win or crash candidate.
I think he's become a smarter driver. I think.
No,
you're right.
I agree,
Yeah.
but he's not going to be holding anything back. This is hammer down time.
Checker
This
or
is-
wrecker.
Yeah.
If you have to choose one, definitely. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's not going to be David.
Okay, right. Okay, so let's try to sum it up. And we're going to come back and talk about the SP battle between these guys and stuff. But to sum up the overall win discussion, who do you choose? I'm going to put myself on the line. I'm just going to pick one of them in a second.
I got to go with my ex-teammate, David Higgins.
All right. Lauchline goes for Diggins.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You're getting asked first.
I'll look at you like
Leo mustache. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to pick one you guys didn't pick. I like all of them. They all have their skills, but if I had to put money on it, if I really had to pay money on it, I guess I'd go with Ken.
Okay, we got a Ken. How about you?
It's hard. David's great.
You notice I skipped me.
Yeah,
I went right
no,
to you.
that's good. Being the underdog that we've all been, I think that I'll go with Antoine because he is the underdog. He's the perennial guy that's always fighting for the win. He's got more heart than all of them. So, in my opinion, he wants to go out there and try and win against these guys.
He's got the talent.
It's going to be a close race.
It is going to be a close race. I'm going to go with Lauchline, and just because I've seen it myself, the amount of
That's pretty
advantage. Sorry, not Lauchline. I'm going to agree with Lauchline.
Wow. Talk about a dark
Sorry,
horse.
because I've seen
all the fives.
Yeah.
because I've seen the advantages of experience in rally and what that can pay off, I'm going to go with David as well. I won't be surprised to see several of the other guys we've mentioned at the top of the podium at the end of this weekend, and that's why we're so excited to be here at 100 Acre Wood, Round 2 Rally America Championship, Salem, Missouri. We'll be back at you later with less bunny ears. Thank you.